Who needs all the quantity if you don't have quality, so to speak? That's the most important aspect when we reproduce music. Because if we don't have quality, then quantity doesn't matter. Now, the other side of the argument would be there's no replacement for displacement. Yes, up to a point, provided we have some quality again. So if we think about a muscle car with huge engine, a lot of power, that also as a side effect has also a much higher mass, because more cylinders, more larger pistons, everything creates mass. You know, that needs to be housed in a more rigid chassis and larger wheels, larger, more powerful transmission to transmit that power. And what we end up is a muscle car where we start accelerating and the wheels are spinning. It's all a loss. It's a lost power. And what's the benefit of a lost power? Well, we just have squeaking tires and noise and fumes, and that's what essentially we get, and the car doesn't move from initial position. And then the opposite analogy would be a car that is a functional design, optimized, that has an equilibrium between power and its mass. When we have this functional design, then the car is an optimum power relative to its weight or to its mass. And we can transmit the power into the road, and the car starts accelerating. The car just moves quick. It has less power, but it's much quicker to start off, and it goes much faster, say a quarter mile, than a muscle car that can get off. It has a lot of power and it can't get off the starting position. So these two things are exactly the analogies that we have in audio. I would argue that quality in music reproduction, that's the primary objective, and not the quantity. The quantity we don't need if it's not delivered in the first place. It can't be delivered when you have high power amplifiers with low sensitivity speakers and multiple drivers and a crossover. And though I would wholeheartedly agree that quantity matters, there's no replacement for displacement, particularly if you want to fill larger stadiums, theaters, where we would need a PA system. That all doesn't matter for normal living rooms, even of larger size, because that's where the quality starts to make more of a difference. Our equipment is designed for mature audiophiles and music lovers. And those people understand that quality matters more than the quantity. They are looking to maximize their musical pleasure. We focus on quality instead of quantity. All this, yes, yeah, you have higher power, but is it being delivered? And what quality is being delivered? And that's the question one needs to ask oneself.